The story is brought to us by KTVQ.com. Out of Billings, Montana. I don't think I've ever been to Billings, Montana. So let's go to Billings and find out what's going on. A Billings police officer has been disciplined following an off-duty incident outside a bar in January. Officer Matt Frank has received a 2-week suspension without pay, along with other measures following the January 15th incident outside the Grandstand Sports Bar and Casino. I guess he was grandstanding at a bar. During the incident, Frank and Yellowstone County Sheriff's Deputy Brandon Smart, who was also off duty, got into a confrontation with a man in the parking lot. I guess he wasn't too smart. The incident began at about 12:45 a.m. when Frank, Smart, and a third man were standing outside the bar when 24-year-old Luis Delgado drove through the parking lot and shouted at the men to get out of the way. He's trying to get out of the parking lot. He don't need you guys standing there measuring your dicks. In response, one of the men shouted back at Delgado, and Frank threw his knee into the driver's side door of the car Delgado was driving. That's according to surveillance video of the incident. Did you hear me? Video of the incident. Yeah, see, cops can't lie when there's video. That's why they want you to go away. That's why they want you to shut off your camera. Because your camera is capturing what they're doing.
Really? Or what? You get a ball gun? I got one too. Don't fucking pull a gun, you fucking idiot. You fucking kidding me? Pull a fucking gun. Pull a gun. Pull a gun. You fucking kidding me? Get the fuck out. Leave. Get out, leave. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. I'm gonna pull a gun too. He stopped you? He got you shot him in the face. He shot him in the face. Kill him, Steve!
Delgado sped away but returned a few minutes later just as responding officers arrived. A brief chase then took place before Delgado crashed his car and was seriously injured. He's running from the cops. In a press release Tuesday, the department said it imposed disciplinary action against Frank, the officer, stemming from the incident in January. Now, May of this year is when he got his disciplinary action, so the story just happened. The press release states Frank, a 9.5-year member of the Billings Police Department, had been placed on desk duty since the incident, where he remained during the ensuing months. A parallel criminal investigation by the State Division of Criminal Investigation is ongoing to see if there's charges to be filed. Along with a 2-week suspension, the disciplinary action against Frank includes termination held in abeyance. It's called a probation or last chance agreement. So he does a last chance agreement. That means if he gets in trouble one more time, he's gone. He'll probably do the last chance agreement so he can stay a cop. It goes on, transfer from specialized position to patrol, back on the street, ineligible for collateral duty or specialized assignments. So he's just patrol beat cop, like Sean Connery said in the untouchables. And that's why I'm still patrolling the streets. Amanda, I don't know where that came from. Mandatory training, where he has to be trained on ethics, integrity, and conflict management. Why ethics? Did he lie? Mandatory counseling, a 24-month probationary period. Now, wow, this guy, that's what he has to sign, his last chance agreement. That's all the stuff that he has to agree to. Now, the press release states the city requires that all police officers off-duty conduct be exemplary and beyond reproach. Therefore, even though Officer Frank's conduct in this matter occurred while he was off-duty, the city conducted a thorough, rigorous internal investigation followed by careful review at all levels. Now, Police Chief Rich St. John said in the press release he was deeply troubled by the incident. No, you're deeply troubled that it's in the news. That's what you're deeply troubled by. But he made a statement too. I am deeply troubled by the officer's actions. I am responsible for any department deficiencies in general and officers specifically. I take full responsibility for this incident and need to do a better job ensuring that all members of the Billings Police Department understand our values and expectations for their conduct, regardless of whether the member is on duty or off duty. We will redouble our efforts in areas of peer support and counseling so in the future we can create a healthy culture that supports officers like Matt Frank, who until this incident was an exemplary officer and consummate professional, from doing something to damage their career. They always say that. He was an exemplary officer. He was a consummate professional. This guy was a hero. He was a gosh darn Superman. I was going to say Kent Clark, but Clark Kent. No, they always say this guy was exemplary. This guy was immaculate. And this happened. Yeah, right. This dude's been losing his temper for 9.5 years. You just didn't know it until now. Now here's an update to the story. Yellowstone County Sheriff Mike Linder said his agency is in the process of determining discipline for Deputy Smart, and he will likely announce a decision next week. So it's coming, I think this week or next week is the decision, but they're looking at whether they're going to discipline the deputy or not. Well, you know, we're the county sheriffs, and we have a lot tougher job than those Billings boys.